Okay. So, hello. Let's start with the lifesaver. Okay. So today I'm not going to be showing I'm not gonna show anything new. Um so no new series for today, but I wanted to review some of the core series, the the one for masculinity that's in the book. And there have been some questions regarding series for beginners and stuff like that. And I think this one is a good one for to I mean, there are simple movements, but most of them have they engage the tendon energy. So I think it's important for a beginner to understand how that works. So that's why I'm going to be showing, we'll be practicing this complete series. So the 3 groups of masculinity. So we'll start. I'm not going to explain a lot because we've done it before, but I'll give you some, maybe for people that haven't been practicing so far, some of the important parts of each pass. So let's start with the first one. The so in all of these series, I mean, yeah, this in the 3 groups, but mostly in the first one and the second one, we are engaging tendon energy, where not only we strike and we engage the abdominal muscles and all the basically all of the muscles engaged, so they are relaxed. And then when you strike, at the moment when you strike, that's when you tense all of the muscles. So that's how, like a simple way of defining how to engage tendon energy. But so let's do that. In the first series, I mean, the first group of the series has a lot of these tendon energy. And then in the second group, we'll do something else with tendon energy, but let's start with the first one. And this one doesn't have a strike, it's just tension that you have, that you place. So we bring the arms, the fists, always the fists are like a square fist, and like a flat fist. And we are like lifting something with a lot of weight, like we're lifting a bar with weights. We bring it down, and a lot of tension when we're bringing it up. We relax a little bit, and then we engage again when we go down. We relax a little bit, and then we start again. So just back and forth, like up and down. And you're guiding this movement from your core muscles. So you are like lifting from here. You are making all the force. I mean, you're using your arms, but you are guiding the movement from your abdominal muscles. So we'll do five more. I don't know how many we did already, but that's one. And the last one. Okay. The second one is the one where we also, with fists, we strike in front and a little bit down, like a little bit like 45-degree angle, maybe a little less. We are striking in front and down. It's not too down, so it's just a little bit in front and down. And we go back and forth. So we go forth, back. So we strike in front, and with the elbows, we go back, and we also strike. So this one is important to stop the movement with that jolt. Two more. Okay. Then the next one is the one where we strike with, always we use, in this series, we are always in warrior stance, because we're making strikes and with a little, with jolts, so we need to have a stable position to do that. So the next one is the one where we strike in front with flat palm, in front and back, in front and back. Two more. Okay. So the next one, and okay. Next one is where we, remember the one in the inner silence series where we place the thumb in on top of the the finger, the index finger. So we are grabbing like this, and with the jolt, we move the wrists. I mean, on the wrists, we with the jolt back and forth. And last two. Okay, the other one is just the same, but we place our arms on the sides, and the wrist movement is horizontal like this, with also with a jolt to the front and back. Another two. Okay, just give me 1 second. Sorry, I was getting so. So next one is the one where pulling the rope, like a really thick rope. So we bring it up and down, up and down. So we have that jolt going up and also down. And now we switch, placing the right hand on top, and we do the same thing. And 10. Next one is the one where we kind of the same thing, that we had some kind of stick, and we bring it from the side and strike on the opposite side in the diagonal, and we alternate. So now we go from the right to left, then left to right. And last, and last. So again, like the same that we did before, this one, it is a strong strike. So this one, we really stop with a lot of force, and that's where we engage the tendon energy, and also so the muscles and the tendons get all tense when we stop, and that's when. So if I do it, I feel my legs and back of the legs also tensing. So, and that's how you also keep yourself stable. So and that's where we tense everything. So on both sides. The next one is the same as the first one, but we do it alternating 1 and 2. So one hand and the other hand. So it's just a punch in front and down. And last one. Okay. Then we have the saw. So here we, remember, we grab with the fist, place the other hand on top, then slide it forward. And now we saw, keeping that distance between the two hands. So we grab, place on top, slide forward, then back and forth, keeping that distance between the hands. And the last one. Now on the other side. So fist, top, slide, and then back and forth. And last one. Okay, now the last one of the series, I mean, just the first group, we also fist, we strike with the elbow, back, and then in front. So back, in front. Last one, and switch. One more, and close. So that was the first group where we maintain the hands separated. Now in the second group, we keep the hands together. So the main difference, besides just that they are separated and or together, is that in the first group, we kind of generated that tendon energy. Now with the second group, we're gonna focus it and guide it. So the first one, we just grab, place one on top of the other one, and we press and then turn, like flip the hands and then press again, flip and press. So we are focusing that tendon energy. We're kind of learning how to manage it and focus it where we need it. So we keep the hands in front. Like if you see me, I'm keeping them right in the center of the body, just flipping them in front of me. And when I tense and press them together, I'm also tensing the abdominal muscles. Okay, that's good. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna start on the side, and now we are going to flip and go to the other side. When we are on the sides, we press, we relax, and then press again. So now we are going side to side. So two more on one side and the other side. Okay. Then we have the also hands together. Let's do left on top of right. And this one is the one that we do two small circles on our sides. So the circles are here and here. So just right here on your sides. So we have left on top of right, we make big circle. Then we make the small circle here, and we come back to the other side and small circle there. So we just go to the right, make a small circle, then come back to the left and a small circle. So it's always two small circles on the sides. But what's important is that, let's say you have the left on top. If you have the left on top, then you are making clockwise circles. So clockwise, and then also clockwise. They are clockwise on both sides. And they are like a tiny bit circle with, so if you see what I'm doing, I'm going, making the circle, and then I'm like, at the last moment, I'm making, that's when I'm pressing, kind of like like you're hooking it. So, and this one is a bit of a larger circle and makes a spiral, and then small circle. Then just small one, and large that goes into a spiral. And the last, and close. Now let's do it on the other side where we have the right on top. Now we're going to make counterclockwise circles. So we go large to the left in a spiral, then back to the right, small, large, into spiral to the left, and then the right. And 10, and 10. Okay. Next one. After this one comes this one. Okay. So this one is just a push. You push the front and then back. We're gonna do it with left on top, push to the front and back. Now, when you push, you're actually making a lot of force to push something. So there's tension. And one more. Now we're gonna switch right on top. And last one. And close. So next one, hands together. So I have my left on top and I on my right side. So in front of my right side, I'm gonna strike. Then with the left elbow and then right elbow. So in front, left, right elbows. Front, elbow, elbow. Last one. Now switch. Now in front of the left, then right elbow, left elbow. Just one more. And close. So next one, hands together, and we're gonna strike down, kind of at the level of your knees. So strike down, and then with the movement of the wrist, we just go back and forth. We're kind of swinging. We call this one the golf. So we are just swinging back and forth. Now, important, this movement is not just swinging. It's important that you engage your core and that you are guiding that movement from, so you will feel that you're moving your belly kind of going back and forth. So we strike and then we go back and forth, and you should feel your abdominal muscles kind of guiding this movement. So let's just do 10 swings. Then we switch the other side, strike down. And then switch again. Now let's just do 5 swings. That's 5. Now switch. And let's do it one more time with 5 swings. Switch. And last swing. Now close. So this group, so there are some passes that are very similar from group 2 to 3. This one is one that's exactly the same, but so the difference is that one is larger than the other one. So this one is the small one. So we go kind of, we keep the swing just a little bit beyond the legs, but not too far away. So we just keep it small. So the same thing will happen with the next one, where we are going to do an X from shoulder down, and this one also is kept small. There is another one that's really big. This one is small from the shoulder down, and we strike like with an X. Last one. Now switch. And last one. So did we do this one? I don't think so. So this one, I think it came before the X, where we also bring our arms together on our shoulder, like at the level of the shoulder. But now we also, with the movement of the wrist, we strike in front, like in front of a shoulder, and then down in an X, like we did before. Then we go back to the shoulder, in front, and diagonally. And last one. Now switch. And last one. Okay. So next one, hands together. And we're going to do this movement like we had a sledgehammer. So we grab it and then strike vertically in front of us. So we bring it from the side and then strike at the center. And 10. Now, also this one, we keep it small because there will be one that's really big. So this one is small. Now let's switch right on top and the same thing. Last one. And we close. Now we do hands together. And now we just strike in front, up and down. So we actually just down, we strike. So just like that. One more. Now we switch. Same thing. One more. And we close. So I think I did all of them for the second group. Hope I didn't forget anything. Now the third group is also hands are together, but we make larger movements. So they are like this one is a lot larger. So they are large. Now let's start with the first one. Let's say we have left on top, we're going to start on the left in that case, and we're going to make a large circle, and we come back at the same place, to the same place. So we make large circles and then come back. One more, and we'll switch and go to the other side. One more, and we close. Next one, it's the one that we strike in front, and then we make a slash. We turn the hands, and we make another slash. So this one, I mean, all of them, but this one in particular, we strike in front, and when we are making this movement, we are really, really guiding the arms from here. So you really feel that you are actually moving just your core. With the help of the hands, they are pressing together and all that, but you are guiding this movement from your core. So we strike, then slash, slash. We come back to the starting place. We strike again, and we do the movement. So strike. And one more. Now we'll switch. Do it on the other side. Strike, slash, slash. Come back. One more. And close. Okay. Next one. And again, this will be larger movements. I mean, larger compared to the second group. So now we bring, again, the hands here. And remember that we did this one, when this one is similar, but we go higher, high, and then wait, we come down close to your knee. Now we turn the hands and we slash. So shoulder up, diagonal, then slash. Again, shoulder up, down, slash. One more. Okay, I want to point out that here also we are guiding the movement from here. And in this one, I did right to left. So for me, when I do this, and then here, I feel mostly this side of my abdominal muscle. So for some reason, when I'm doing this movement, it's like this side is guiding. And then when I do the other side, it will be the other side. So you can really feel how your abdominal muscles are working with this movement. So let's do it on the other side. So together, up, down, and then across. One more. And close. So particularly when I'm down here, that's when I feel more one side than the other side. Otherwise, I feel both sides. So the next one will be just like, so we strike down and we do this movement, the swinging movement, but here will be a larger swing. So it goes beyond a lot beyond the knees. So down, and then we swing to the side. So let's just do 5 swings. Then we switch, strike down, and then swings. After the 5, we switch, strike down, one more on each side. So last iteration. Okay. So now we do the axe. Remember, in the second one was this one, small. Now it's going to be large. So from here, it goes all the way almost to the knee. I mean, not too much, but you have to bend a little bit. So up and down in a diagonal. One more. And switch. So really high, then diagonally. Last one. And close. So that was the axe. So now let's do the sledgehammer. Now this one is going to be the large version. So it's really big and it goes on top of the head and then down. One more. And switch. One more. And close. So, okay, now this one is the large version of the other one, the one where we were striking in front of us, like in vertically. Now we're going to do the same movement, but really large, so it goes on top of the head and down. One more. Switch. So when we switch, we just switch hands. I mean, same movement. One more. And close. Okay. Next one is hands together. We strike in front, and here we're going to make a circle like this. So the circle goes like that. So if you think that I have, let's say, imagine I have a line right here, like I'm at my shoulder level. So I strike in that line, and then my circle will be below that line. So we'll go to the side, down, and up to the same place it started. So I strike on the side, then I go to the side, down, and then back to the same place I started. In order to do that, you have to turn the arms so that they follow, like you're carving something. So you strike, and then with your hands, that will be like a knife where you are carving that cake, that pie in front of you. So it doesn't go up. So you're not making the circle like this. You are staying below that line. So let's do 10 of those. So strike, circle. So we carve that, we come back, and then strike again. One more. Now we'll switch. Again, you are guiding the movement of your arms from here. So let's do it on the other side. One more. And close. And the last one is very similar to the second movement, I think it was, where we strike, then we slash and slash. There's just a minor difference between the two. I will say that in the first one, we strike, then we made the slash, then we kind of turn, and then go to the other side. Here we turn too, but that was like a continuous movement. This one is more like we strike, then slash, turn, slash. So we come back, then strike, slash, and slash. And last one, the switch. One more. And close. Okay. So those were the three groups. We only have like a little less than 10 minutes. So let's do the long form for at least the first group of the masculinity. I mean, maybe we can do the others, but so if you remember, the long form was the same movements, just one after the other one after the other, just one iteration for each. So in the first one, we go up and down. That's one iteration. Now we go directly to the other one, which was striking with both hands in front, back and forth. That's just one iteration. Now we go to the next one. It was in front and back. Now the next one was the movement of the wrist, so forward and backwards. Now the same thing with the hands horizontally, front, back. Now with the left on top, we grab that rope up and down. Now we switch and we go up and down. We go directly to the one on the side, diagonal. Now on the other side, diagonal. Now we make the two fists and we go one and another one. Now with that same fist, we place it on the side, flat hand on top, slide back and forth. Now we grab fist on the other side, lead on top, slide back and forth. Now with the hand that stayed in front, which is the left one, we make a fist and bring it at our shoulder level. We strike back and front. Now we switch and back and front. So that's the first group. Let's do the whole thing without stopping. So let's start with the first one. We go up and down. Both hands strike on front, flat palm in front, riding like a lasso, now horizontal. Now grab the rope, up, down, switch, up and down. On the left to the right, from the right to the left. Now fist and fist. Fist on top, slide back and forth. On fist, top, slide back and forth. Fist in front of you, strike back in front, switch back in front. So I think yeah, I'm fine. So let's do that again. So we go a little bit down, then up, and then down. Now both fists, flat palm, horse riding, rope in top and down, switch, top and down. On the left, diagonal. On the right, now both fists, one and the other one. Now fist, lead, slide, back, front, fist, lead, slide, back and front. Fist in front of you, strike back, forward, switch, back and forward. Again. So up and down. Both fists, flat palm, lasso. Now rope, up and down, switch, up and down, side, the other side, fist, one, and the other one. Fist, lead, slide. Fist, lead, and slide. Fists in front. Switch. Let's do it again. Just a little bit down, up, and then down. Now both fists, flat palm, lasso, the rope up, down, switch, up and down. On the side, the other side, fist, one and the other. Now fist, top, slide, fist, top, slide. Fist in front, strike back, switch, and back. Again. Both fists. Flat palm. Horse. Horizontal. Rope. Switch. Rope. Side. Switch. Fists. One and the other. Fist. Top, slide. Fist, top, slide. Fist in front. Switch. Okay, let's do it one more time. I will stay silent. And one more time, also silent. Okay, so hope you're not sweating like I, but it's good. So we'll see you next Saturday. Yeah, I think I'll be able to have the class, but if not, I'll let you know in advance. Okay, so we'll see you